Okay guys, before this video starts, I'm just gonna tell you guys, I know, I get it. I was late to the party with the whole Nintendo Switch hype. So, yeah, sorry. I was trying to get a better mic so I could actually react to this with better quality than I usually would. So yeah, get used to it. Anyways, what's going on guys? SonicZ235 here, and today we're gonna be watching the first look at the Nintendo Switch video. I'm a little freaking late to the party, even though I wanted to react to this day one so I could share my surprise with you guys. So yeah, but this is Nintendo's new 9th generation console. Whereas Sony is making 8.5 gen consoles. Yeah, Nintendo's actually the only one coming out with a next gen console. So anyways, let's watch this. See how this pans out. Let me just push this back a little bit so you guys can see the full screen. I said it once and I'll say it again. This dude is lucky. Got to play this before we all did. Unless the game ain't Photoshopped, but it can't be. That is a big dog, and there you go. That's the console. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. Jeez, that's a big dog, man. And Breath of the Wild, and that is a giant ogre. Super giant ogre. Now this one is actually, which is awesome. Dude got a date playing this, playing the Nintendo Switch like it's a PS Vita. It looks as big as the PS Vita, I will admit. I actually should do like a little questions answer thing about this, because questions, you know, after I upload this video, I'll probably do that. And he's playing what looks like Skyrim, but I keep thinking that that's Monster Hunter 4, well, Monster Hunter 5, because really, Skyrim ain't everything, guys. And this dude has a nice traditional gaming controller, guys. So yeah, for those of you who are like, Nintendo never makes anything traditional, there you go. There's your traditional gaming controller. Kind of looks like the Xbox controller, which kind of not makes me want to get that controller if it doesn't come with the system. Nintendo doesn't make pro controllers come with this system, but at the same time they don't show it in trailers. And then they're playing 2K17, which I think that's 2K17. Okay, and the new Mario game. I'm not hyped for the new Mario game, people. If they show gameplay footage of the new Sonic game, then I'll probably go crazy. Seriously. Now this right here is actually what is cool. Nintendo is finally embracing esports again. Like, they already do this with Smash Brothers, but they don't do it enough. Like, Splatoon is pretty much Nintendo's one esports game, which is what we can see with the esports, with Splatoon. It looks like the Switch is gonna adhere to like esports, which is what the traditional controller is for. Yeah, that's what the Pro Controller is for traditional gaming, esports and stuff, mostly. Like Evo and all that stuff, E3. Bruh. And it's coming in March. As we all know, this is coming out in March. Now this trailer got me hyped. And it's confirmed that the Switch will cost, that the Switch is going to cost $250, which is way cheaper than the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One S. So yeah, you can bet that I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have that $250 ready in March. Now, for And now for the extra part, because I did say I was going to do a little questions answered video. Like I did say I was going to do that. So without any further ado, let me just turn the volume down, because I'm pretty much going to give off some of my questions about the Switch, about like pretty much what every person is doing on this console. But as you can see, the dude's playing Breath of the Wild right here. Looks pretty freaking awesome. Speaking of which, okay, I'm gonna ask this question. What is this game gonna run on? What is this console running on? Is it running on is this game going to run on Unreal Engine 4? Is this actually 1080p, 60 frames per second? What are we dealing with here? Are we actually seeing some PS4 type graphics? I mean, because if we are, I'm hyped. And yeah, you see this dude with the Joy-Con controllers and this little big dog right here. I mean, like, jeez, that is a big dog. But there you go, you got the console right here. Okay, let me just see if I can rewind it a little bit. Yeah, I want to, there we go. I wanted to see what technically is this. I see a little something that looks like it has USB ports, which is confirmed in this trailer. At first, if you look at this little shot of the thing, it looks like it's a disc outlet, but you see that the Switch has no disc input. So pretty much this confirms that the Switch is not backwards compatible with the Wii U, which clearly tells that Nintendo is clearly approaching this like it's a PS4 or an Xbox One or a Nintendo GameCube. Not making this backwards compatible is kind of a stupid decision, because I mean, seriously, you want some games to play. If there's going to be launch titles, but if you literally are not hyped for those launch titles, you're gonna want to play your old Wii U games on the system. So it kind of sucks that this thing isn't backwards compatible. A lot of people will probably say that this is a good idea and Nintendo's embracing newer games, but still, people do want to play their old games. There's the reason, and nostalgia. That is the reason for backwards compatibility. But as you guys can see, there's like two little USB ports right there. I'm guessing one of them has to be like what's good about this system is that they're in the front, unlike the Wii U's, which are like incredibly like in the back, because the Wii U's are like in the back, so it's kind of hard to see them. Here they're like on the side, so it's kind of easier to do. And this is a really tiny console, so it can technically fit on my table. So yeah. Okay, wait, whoa, hold on. Okay, there we go. I wanted to get a little glimpse of the Joy-Con controllers. The Joy-Con controllers look like they're like a super small Wii U gamepad, but as you can see when this dude slips it off, it's got a little handle, which kind of makes it look like a fusion of the gamepad and the Pro controller. So yeah. So I think that it's got to be something like those two, like a combination of some sorts. And as you guys can see, yeah, you connect those, and from the second, as you guys can see, it goes straight to the gamepad screen. This shows that this is actually. And we don't know if this is gonna like change resolution, but it's most likely will, because handhelds cannot. We're not at a point in time in technology where handhelds can handle as much as consoles. If Nintendo could actually pull that off, Nintendo completely dominates the handheld genre and probably the console genre. We don't know if this might be Nintendo's big break. Let's just keep looking. But yeah, he still has Breath of the Wild, and he's going outside to his backyard or the park or something. You see this dude playing Breath of the Wild on his on the gamepad. So yeah, it looks kind of like the size of the Wii U gamepad, but it is smaller. It's as big as the new Nintendo 3DS. I think it was an article on Reddit or something. I think it was a video on YouTube. I don't remember, but someone actually confirmed that the Switch gamepad is as big as the new Nintendo 3DS. So that means that this thing can actually fit in your pockets. If you have big pockets, that is. If you got like small pockets, that thing's not gonna fit. But as you guys can see, the Switch has a little bit of a stand right there, so that like when you want to play your games on like the plane or train or the bus or something like that. But seriously, no one's gonna actually play this on the bus or the train, because there is a such thing. People do get robbed. So yeah. You see this dude putting his little earphones in the thing, and as you can tell, you can actually take them off and they can play as like a Wii remote and a nunchuck. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, you see this dude playing Monster Hunter 5 or Skyrim. They both look the same to me. Okay. I gotta actually pause it once we get to the Pro controller. There we go. As you can tell, the controller looks really similar to the Xbox One controller, which is a bad decision for me, because I don't like Xbox controllers. I don't like them at all. I'm sorry. I don't like Xbox controllers. If there's one controller that I do not like when it comes to gaming, it is Xbox controllers. Because 1, the analog stick placement is stupid. 2, the controller is overhyped. This is why I don't like some video game controllers, because a lot of video game controllers like the GameCube controller and Xbox controllers are overhyped. And controllers like this, the DualShock controller, the PlayStation 3 controller, is completely like, as you guys can tell, the PS3 controller, dudes, it is completely underrated. It's like, it is one of the best controllers, yet it is completely underrated. I don't see why that is. But as you guys can see, you got you got the analog stick at the top, which is again stupid. You got the D-pad at the bottom, which is again a stupid decision. It's easy if you have a Nintendo 3DS, which is what I have. But what? How am I supposed to it just doesn't seem right to me. How I'm gonna play the game where the controller, the analog sticks are not like parallel from each other, which is something I don't like. But you see this dude playing Skyrim or Monster Hunter 5, whatever. Yeah, with that controller, and it looks like it's gonna have a headphone jack in it because he was wearing headphones. What other player does that? Nintendo always, like, every game and company is starting to do that. If you have a game where you have a traditional controller, you have like a you have like a person wearing headphones and all that stuff. And I'm like, it doesn't matter to me, because, you know, what do I care about headphone jacks? I mean, it really would not matter if you had headphones that have a mic like mine. Pretty much, like, people like complain that if you play Call of Duty Ghosts on the Wii U, it doesn't, it won't let you, like, it won't let you talk with friends unless you have like the headphones on, but there's a mic. If you have a mic on your earphones, it works. Now, you see these dudes playing NBA 2K17, right? And as you can tell, you can have 2 Switches that have 4-player gaming, which is freaking awesome. But the fact of the matter is, the Joy-Con controllers are smaller than the darn Wii remote, and that's a controller I've been used to for about 4 years. So that is kind of hard to get used to, like a controller as small as that. It's kind of like nunchuck style. It is as small as the nunchuck, which you never held the nunchuck in a small way. So yeah. That's pretty much weird to me. And then you got like these people playing I guess that's the Mario game, because I mean you cannot tell. Now this one is how you show off like the esports and stuff, and showing like where they're gonna go and all that stuff, like preparing for the game and all that. Yeah, but that's pretty much how this looks. It's somewhat, yeah, they're approaching this like a PS4 and an Xbox One. And this thing has a whole bunch of third-party developers. You even got Bethesda, who said they weren't going to make this thing they're not going to put games on this console if it's not as powerful as the PS4, if it's not more powerful than the Xbox One, which it is. So if Bethesda is working on this game, on this console, if they're making third-party games for this console, then this console, Nintendo has made the most powerful console of the current generation. Now all that's gonna probably wreck that is if Sony and Microsoft come out with a PS5, and an Xbox 2 or 720. And it's more powerful than the Switch. But what you got to do then is just make an update system. Problem solved. Yeah, so the Switch console looks like a really good console to get used to. I mean, the Pro controller is going to take some getting used to, but otherwise it's a really good system. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I think of the system. And yeah, it's coming in March of next year, and it is currently November, so we got about 4 more months to wait. December, January, February, March. It's like 4 years, 4 months. I keep saying years. Yeah, we got 4 months to wait till the system comes out, and yeah, guys, that was it for this little video. I'll see you guys next time.